You get to observe how seasoned veterans work. So if you're a very keen observer, and I think that's one of the skills you got to inculcate wherever you are, whatever you are doing. You may be a student, you may be a young professional right now. I think this is one skill that you need to develop. And if you already have it, you need to you need to grow bigger with that skill. You need to keep observing people, you need to keep observing proceedings in so keenly as if it's about you, as if something will happen, the outcome of it is going to affect you. You have to be that keen observer. You have to observe all the actors, the judge, the lawyers, all the lawyers. How's that guy observing these lawyers? All of that. I think it helps when you do that. Uh, Also, what helps is if you inculcate any sort of interest. So I'll be talking about transferable skills in a while. So if you can inculcate any of such, you already have one interest. Maybe you are interested in painting, you're interested in writing, theater. But I think you should pursue that. So all these skills that I'll be talking about will come to you through those means as well. So focus is a great thing, but along with focusing on what you want to get, if you can also develop at least one of these skills that you're already interested in, it also keeps your focus intact. It also helps you to focus better at what you're doing, and you can use those transferable skills because litigation is something where you need a lot of transferable skills. It's not just your knowledge of law. You need a lot more than that. The kind of articulation you need. You also need to sell your idea. So even that helps. That's one of the transferable skills you need. You need to sell the idea of your client, the judge. So how do you do that? There's a lot of performance involved in courtroom, court craft. All of this would require some skill or the other that you can get by inculcating any of the interests that I was talking about just now. It can be anything. It can be, I mean, even gardening. I don't know. Okay. Learn how a senior advocate's chamber operates. That's another thing you get to learn how how it operates. Tomorrow you may become a senior advocate. You may also hire other juniors, and you may become an you may decide to practice independently. So you know the different ways in which it works. You may also join a senior advocate as a junior. You already know how the system works and where you can contribute in a better manner. I think it helped me because I did an internship to just step in and do my job. First, knowing what your job is during the internship itself. Therefore, I thought I was in a better place to contribute when I joined a senior chamber. Get to work on high profile cases or those involving complex issues. So even as an intern, I think that's one thing that all interns do appreciate when they come to work with Mr. Khurshid or any other senior advocate, that they get to work on many high profile cases. They get to read those briefs. They get to attend the briefings. So I think those are also very important. If I can have a look. Right. You get to attend briefings and appreciate what goes into preparing for a case. As I said before, that you can be part of discussions. You really feel you're part of the process, uh, because drafting, etc., then seems a little boring. If you really get into the hang of things, then you won't feel that, oh, I'm not getting to draft. Oh, but I need to know this. How was this done? If you could really be in the process, right? When I say being in the process, you're actually looking at when will the briefing happen. Oh, at this time, okay, fine, because no one will come to tell you, oh, now is the briefing, come, let's go. You have to keep okay, what are the briefing schedules? You find it from the clerk. Once you find out, then you're like, okay, at this time, this briefing, I need to attend this. But before that, can you get the files? Who's handling this matter? You check with the clerk. You find out which junior is handling the matter. You go and ask the junior. They say, no, no, I'm reading it now. Is there anything I can assist you with? Okay, fine, this case. This is the issue broadly, so we need something on this. you go back, you start working. So you broadly know the issue. Then you sit in the briefing, you get more of it. You get to know why that issue was important and what are actually the facts of the case, how the briefing council is briefing. So it's very interesting how they brief. So our next session, our next workshop would be on how to brief a senior counsel. It's very interesting how they brief a senior advocate. They brief as if they are the client themselves, and with all the laws, etc. But they really represent the clients well. Good briefing counsels, that's one of the characteristics. So now you're also getting to appreciate, okay, this is how it's done. Great. And then maybe you get to read the file. If the briefing is say at 4 or 5 p.m., then you have time to read the file as well, or at least quickly have a look. And then next day in court, you get to hear the proceedings at 9:30 or whatever time. You can also get to hear the discussion. You can discuss with the junior. Then the proceedings happen. They come out, then discussing what next, etc. You get to hear that as well. Those discussions are very important in the making of you as a lawyer. I think it you may not appreciate it at that time, or you may just think, okay, I can go and have coffee and tea. They are going that side. Let me go this side. That's one of the options you have. But if you can really be keenly observing and listening to them, you get a chance to participate. You get a chance to hear what's going on, and even they appreciate that you're really interested in the case. And then maybe they'll also indulge you in discussions.